This DIY hair oil promotes hair growth, prevents hair breakage, and controls scalp issues like dandruff, itchiness, etc. It's very effective, easy to make, and made with only 2 ingredients. To be able to make the most use of this oil, I'm going to be showing you different ways to use this oil effectively and appropriately, because it's one thing to be able to do a DIY, it's another thing to be able to use it appropriately and effectively. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. But before then, please like this video so that the algorithm can push it to other people that might be interested in this kind of DIY. Thank you. The herb we'll be using for this DIY is rosemary leaves, and I'm making use of the dry ones. If you have the fresh ones, you can make use of them as well. After trying this DIY, you are never going to ignore or overlook rosemary again, because I'm doing a hair growth challenge with this particular herb, and I know what it has done to my hair so far. I'm also going to be dropping the video soon to the challenge. For anyone that is interested, you can also take part in it and see the effectiveness of this herb. Rosemary is been found to promote hair growth, improve scalp health, prevent hair loss, enhance hair texture and shine. It may also prevent premature graying. Rosemary, from her research, is said to have been used by many to promote hair growth successfully. It may protect against hair loss, and particularly when it's related to male and female pattern baldness. To get the most of this herb, I'm going to be grinding it into powder form first before going ahead to make use of it. And I'm using this dry miller from my grinder sets, okay? And that's all I have to do to get it into powder form. If for any reason you don't have this, you can use mortar and pestle to get it done. But in my opinion, that's going to be stressful. So if you could find another way to get it done and to get it into a powder form, fine. But if you can't, it's okay to use your rosemary as it is, honestly. So this is what I have so far. And the next thing is to go in with my oil. So for the oil phase, you can make use of almond oil, castor oil, olive oil, or coconut oil. So I'm going to give this a good mix before transferring it onto the stove. If you're wondering where you can get your DIY herbs like rosemary, fenugreek, cloves, tannies, chebe, amla, and the likes, you can reach out to me. I'm going to put my WhatsApp link in the description box. Please reach out to me. We do nationwide delivery and worldwide shipping. All right, so you can reach out to me. You can also support us by buying our hair growth products. We have herbal shampoo, herbal hair growth butter, hair growth oil, and leave-in conditioner for sale. So you can support the ministry by patronizing us, okay? If you don't have time to make your own DIYs. Thank you so much. Of course, I'm using double boiler method for this. If for some reasons you don't want to use double boiler method, you can as well infuse your rosemary into the oil by keeping it in a jar and leaving it at a dark corner of your home for a couple of weeks for it to get infused. Then you can just extract the oil from there. So in my case, I'm extracting the oil by making use of these sieves, and I decided to make use of two together for them to be able to catch. The first one will be able to catch some of the shafts, while the second one at the bottom will be able to catch the tinier shafts in the oil. Okay, so I'll leave this for a while for the oil to completely come through the sieve. You can also do this using a cheesecloth or a new wick cap for you to extract the oil. So this is what I'm left with, and this is the oil we're going to be using to grow healthy hair. All right, to further improve the effectiveness of this oil, you can choose to add a few drops of your favorite essential oil to it. So I'd love to make something very clear to us. To grow long, full, and healthy hair does not come with using only one DIY or only one product. Okay, so like I've shown you how to make this oil now, does not mean that by applying only this oil, then your hair will start growing and growing and all of that. No, it involves consistency, intentionality, and using the right products in the right way. For example, before even applying the oil onto your hair should already contain a moisturizer or a leave-in conditioner, depending on the time you're applying the oil. For example, I'm applying the oil on my 4-year-old daughter's hair right now, but I'm applying it as a pre-shampoo treatment. And in this case, I don't need to apply a leave-in conditioner first. But if this was after I've already washed her hair, I'll make sure to apply the leave-in conditioner first before massaging the oil onto her hair. Because apart from the oil giving out the benefits of the herbs contained in it. It also acts as a sealant for your hair to prevent the moisture in your hair from escaping. So the leave-in conditioner gives your hair moisture, which prevents it from breaking and also helps it to retain length. So if you have the moisture in your hair, you don't want it to go out of your hair as soon as possible. So you use the oil to seal in the moisture and prevent your hair from drying out. I hope you understand what I'm saying. By the way, if you need an effective and easy to make leave-in conditioner, I have some on the channel and I will leave the link in the description box of this video. So when I'm telling you that you need to use a product the right way and in the right manner, I know what I'm talking about. So I'm using it as a pre-shampoo treatment. This oil can also be used in so many other ways. One of the ways to use it for pre-shampoo treatment is use it as a hot oil treatment. So after making this oil for a while and I'm ready to use it for her, I'm going to dip the bottle of the oil in a container of hot water just to warm up the oil before applying it onto your hair. This helps stimulate our hair follicles for it to be able to absorb the nutrients from the product you're applying onto the hair. Okay. Also, there are different ways you can incorporate rosemary into your hair care regimen. Apart from using it with oils like this, like I'm showing you in this video, you can also use it with water by using it as hairspray or hair rinse. This also goes a long way in helping your hair. All right, you can also use rosemary in your conditioners, in both leave-in and deep conditioners. So using this oil as a pre-shampoo treatment, you have to leave it in the hair for a couple of times, depending on which method you're using. And by which method, I'm talking about the method of heat you're using. For my daughter's hair, we're using body generated heat. Okay, so I have to cover her hair with plastic bag and leave it for about 2 hours before washing out the oil from her hair. The timing will be different if you were using a heat cap. For heat cap, you might have to leave it for just about 30 minutes. Okay. After leaving the oil for this period, the next thing to do is to rinse the oil out thoroughly with warm water before going ahead to wash your hair. This is a very important step and tip that most people don't know. So rinse your hair thoroughly with warm water before going in with your shampoo. And I'm making use of this Herbal shampoo. It's DIY and the tutorial is on the channel. I'm going to link it in the description box. So I'll wash the hair thoroughly with the shampoo and then rinse it and go in with other products that I'd like to apply on our hair. Another way to use this oil is to use it to regrow your edges, and this is something I'm experimenting with right now. So I'm doing an edge regrowth challenge. So I'm applying this particular oil on my edges for a specific period of time and I'm documenting it, and I'll be sharing it with you guys as soon as possible. So if you watched this video up to this moment, it means you are the real MVP. So please go into the comment section and leave me with a comment saying, "Let the challenge challenge." Just type that. Let the challenge challenge. Once I see that, I will know that, oh, this is one of our real family members on this channel, and I will know that you watched the video till the end. See you in the next one. Love you. Bye.